Hey guys, so today we're going to be covering President Trump announcing the launch of TrumpRx. So basically, this orange buffoon is coming up with a new scam for us. And there's also been talk of our tax dollars going directly into a slush fund for him and his family, which we will cover in the next video. But for today, let's keep it to one topic. All right. While I'm still kind of learning how things work here in the world of political commentary, I guess you could call it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
Yeah, I mean, just his gait is deteriorating. Trump is just not doing well. And you can tell just by his gait in general. And I've seen photos of his hands with the injections and things that he's had to have these sort of medical interventions due to congestive heart failure. So, yeah, I mean, he's just not doing too well. He's fallen asleep during these things as well, which is interesting because one of his biggest attempted takedowns against Biden was calling him Sleepy Joe, and I would say that Trump is as sleepy, if not more sleepy, than Biden was.
Thank you very much. Thank you. This is a big deal. This is a very big deal. People are going to save a lot of money and be healthy. So we're here this evening to celebrate the launch of one of the most transformative healthcare initiatives of all time. There's never been anything like it. Starting tonight, dozens of the most commonly used prescription drugs will be available at dramatic discounts for all consumers throughout a new website. It's called.
You see that? It's funny how they call them consumers. You know, everything is based in this capitalistic viewpoint, right? In this false meritocracy. My thought on the matter is all medication should be free to the American people. Your medication should be free. Instead of sending billions, wasting billions and billions of dollars, as they always say, billions and billions, instead of wasting billions and billions on endless, pointless wars. We could invest here in the homeland, as they're always talking about. You know, America first, right? Is their slogan. But I think Americans have been put last, and a lot of them are starting to catch on. I think finally.
TrumpRx.gov. That's TrumpRx.gov. For years, politicians from both parties have promised to bring down prescription drug prices and make healthcare more affordable, but they all failed.
Yeah, and you're going to as well, because this is probably a scam of some sort. Anything Trump rolls out typically is a scam, as we've seen in the past. Did you guys hear about everybody receiving their Trump phones that were supposed to be made in the USA? Apparently, those Trump phones are very, very poor quality. So I could see RX going the way of the Trump phone. And honestly, this is just a good RX ripoff or something along those lines. He just wants credit. He just wants credit for doing something for the American people. He's been enriching himself and his family and all his cronies this entire time. But now, oh yes, finally, he's going to do something for the American people, I guess.
All words as usual. They failed, and they failed badly. They tried doing this, some of them, most of them didn't even try because they never really had a shot at it. But
what the fuck is he talking about? That's the thing, is like, once you just kind of, you know, Trump is an excellent public speaker, and he kind of hypnotizes people. But if you just really break down what is he talking about here, you know, he just goes off on these tangents.
I'm actually getting it done, and it is done, actually. This launch represents the largest reduction in prescription drug prices in history by many, many times. And it's not.
Yeah, we don't have an exact figure. It's just so many. I mean, really, we couldn't even count how many times over this is going to save money for you.
Even close. You're going to see numbers that you're not going to believe.
He hasn't used that one in a while. Numbers you're not going to believe.
Americans have long been paying the highest drug prices anywhere in the world, while other countries often paid pennies on the dollar for the exact same drugs.
Shouldn't we be doing that as well? Pennies on the dollar for every drug, or as I mentioned earlier, ideally free.
We were essentially subsidizing the entire world and subsidizing by hundreds of billions of dollars every year. The United States is just 4% of the world's population and consumes only 13% of all prescription drugs. Yet pharmaceutical companies have been making 75% from these drugs. Think of it, 75%.
Now, those are your buddies you're talking about here, so be careful. Be careful with your phrasing.
Of the money they made came from the United States, with a smaller population than.
He's acting like these massive prescription drug companies are outside the United States when I would say the most major and influential pharmaceutical companies are right here in the US of A. He's acting like this is some foreign adversary that's charging the American people all this money, and he's the hero who developed this new product for the consumers of these pills, right? But no, a lot, the majority, right, of these massive prescription drug manufacturers are right here in the United States.
What we will call the world. The American people were effectively subsidizing the cost of drugs for the entire world, and it's not going to
You already mentioned that.
happen any longer. We ended it. Everybody knew it was unfair for 30 years, but nobody did anything about it. Under the most favored nation agreements my administration has negotiated, the United States will pay the lowest price paid by any other country. So we're taking the lowest price paid for drugs. We will pay equal to whatever the lowest price anywhere in the world. That's the price that you're going to be paying. It's a tremendous reduction.
So I'm sorry. He's saying that we're going to be paying the lowest possible price on the market. Now, this has already been proven false. David Pakman tried this out, right? He went to TrumpRx, put in a prescription medication that he takes, a very common prescription medication, and it was cheaper through his insurance. So this is already bullshit straight out the gate, but that's nothing new when you're talking about Trump.
Drug prices in other nations will go up by doing this. They had to agree, and the reason they agreed is.
Oh yeah, there has to be a loser, right? There has to be a loser. He just mentioned, drug prices are going to go up in other countries because of this. Why would we want that? Why? What is this vitriol against our allies? Like we should get along with everyone that we possibly can. All right. Obviously, we're not going to get along with everybody, but. Why? Why does there need to be a loser here? Why do we need to drive up drug prices in other countries?
I used tariffs. I said, if you don't put them up, then we're going to put tariffs on your
Jesus, dude. Oh my gosh. Here we go with the tariffs again.
nation, which will be more expensive to you. So in many cases, the drug costs will go up by double and even triple for them. But
yeah, see, this is the art of the deal, folks. We get the lowest possible price. And bonus, we're driving up drug prices in other countries. So it's pretty awesome, if you ask me. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic, but some of you out there might not, grasp that. So I wanted to call that out.
They're going way down for the United States. Come all the way down by a difference of as much as 300, 400, 500, even 600%, even more than that in some cases. For example, you will see dramatic reductions in the cost of popular weight loss drugs known as GLP-1s. GLP-1s. Novo Nordisk will be slashing the price, as an example, of Ozempic from more than $1,000 to $199, and the price of.
That's still very expensive, right? And that doesn't. There's programs online. I looked up Ozempic, all right, and there's programs online that that's about an average price. It's nothing like amazing, $200 is still not affordable for the people that need this medication the most. Let me step back a little bit. These are life-saving medications and they're still $200. Does that sound right? Does that sound right to you? Just be honest. Let me know in the comments below.
Wegovy from more than $1,300 to $199. Nobody can even believe it.
The same price. Wow, what a fucking coincidence.
A 578% difference. Eli Lilly, who's been very helpful to us in getting this done, will be cutting the cost of its common insulin, drug, and medication from $200 to $25. Nobody can believe it. $200.
Why was it 200 in the first place? And 25 is still too high. It should be free.
To $25. AstraZeneca.
If you need insulin, you should be able to go and get it for fucking free. All right? That's the bottom line. Shouldn't be 25. It's a life-saving medicine. And people are dying because they cannot afford it. Or they're having to pick food over life-saving medicine or rent, whatever you can do each month. It varies for a lot of Americans under the Trump administration.
AstraZeneca is slashing the price of a common inhaler from $458 to $51, a difference of nearly 800%.
$51 for one inhaler? One inhaler. That's insane. That's insane.
And we're also delivering historic discounts for couples struggling with infertility, as EMD Serrano will dramatically cut the cost of its most common IVF drugs. For example, a single dose of the most common IVF drug in the country, Gonal F, will plummet from the highest price in the developed world that we paid. The United States was subsidizing everybody. We paid the highest to the lowest price in the world, which will be demonstrating very shortly. We have some very talented people coming up.
The cameraman's having a stroke or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's just like, I just don't believe that we were subsidizing the rest of the world. This is just pretty much a shittier version of GoodRx. It's even a ripoff of GoodRx, but just Trump, as usual, just slapped Trump on it. TrumpRx, GoodRx, you'll probably find better prices than on fucking TrumpRx. Because this product, I'm just going to call it a product, right, is the result of the Trump administration being in bed with Eli Lilly. The very people who set these insane and completely unrealistic prices on these life-saving medications. So, Trump is only interested in enriching himself and his family and gaining as much power and holding on to that power as long as he possibly can. Teamed up with some of the most evil people, besides himself, of course, in the world, who are the pharmaceutical company executive leadership, right? Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, I'm sure this is going to be great for everyone.
And showing you how it's going to work and how the website works. All of these discounts and more will be available directly to consumers starting today at TrumpRx.gov. In just a moment, we will demonstrate.
Yeah, God forbid free healthcare, right? We need another fucking website. That's what we need. We don't need free healthcare. We don't need to forgive student loans. We need a ripoff of GoodRx. That's what we need.
How you can go to the website, get a coupon, and pick up your heavily discounted prescription drugs, highest level drugs.
He's acting like this product doesn't already exist. And his product is inferior to the product that exists already, or the service of GoodRx.
Highest level company, finest in the world, biggest in the world, most powerful drug companies in the world, and we had to go through them, and then we had to get all of these countries worldwide to lower their prices, and for us, help us lower our price. And what they did is, again, their prices went up by double, triple, and even sometimes 4 and
Okay,
5.
we got it. So he's talking in a circle now. He's repeating himself. He's literally repeating exactly what he said at the beginning. So it's kind of a waste of time at this point. So again, he's reiterating there's a loser. I think he mentioned that, that about 3 times, that other countries are going to have to pay more. I don't believe that. I think he's full of shit. It's probably just a lie to make this whole thing look better somehow, because there always has to be a winner and a loser in his opinion. This is not about unifying the citizens of the United States, assisting everyone. This is just another bullshit product. It's just like GoodRx but worse. So yeah, guys, I'm glad that I was able to cover some of this. Let's skip forward a little bit.
Everybody, you're going to save a fortune, and this is also so good for overall health care. And Oz, you've done a fantastic job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So you demanded, President
What was that? Was that a handshake, hug, hybrid?
demanded that we have most favored nation drug pricing, which he explained beautifully. Today,
You know what I think is beautiful? That we've got 2 reality show stars on the stage that are leading our healthcare system. That's what we love to see, right?
you can now get access to these steeply discounted prices.
Already could, and your service is inferior to GoodRx, so you're not really adding anything useful here.
All the hard work the president and the administration have done now is yours, but you have to go check TrumpRx.gov. So if you have access, please log on right now. It's free. You get to look at all the prices, and you should not be buying drugs anymore going forward without at least checking to see if those.
Yeah, he could end it there. You should not be buying drugs anymore going forward, because we are going to fix the healthcare system. No. We have a new GoodRx ripoff for you.
Medications are available at these discounted prices on TrumpRx.gov. That stated, Mr. President, many people don't appreciate this, but one of the most special things you've been able to do, besides negotiating these kinds of deals, is bringing wonderful people around you who can actually fulfill the.
Okay, cool. He's just kissing his ass now. I think this is going to pretty much go under the radar for the most part. I mean, there will be some people who use it, but it just sounds like a shittier version of GoodRx. What else can I say? Like the video, comment below. What did you think about the launch of TrumpRx? Are you going to run over to TrumpRx.org and sign up, or do you think it's a GoodRx ripoff like I do? You guys let me know in the comments below. I'm certain you will. But be nice, all right? Be nice, be civil. We're trying a new chapter here where we're nice to each other, and everyone's got to come together. But no, that's the only way we can make change. Oh, and go out and vote. Go vote. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.